There we go. All right, we got the background right. Let me get the background right. Boom. Woo! Guys, it's a packed show today. Let me tell you why. Okay, I got a show October 21st in Golden. I got a show October 28th in Denver. Oh man, stay tuned for that one for October 28th. I got two shows on October 28th. I got a show November 2nd. And then I need to get booked for something in December. But yeah, guys, I got a lot of shows lined up. I just came back from street performing, bro. I went street performing. It was so lit. Turn up. I went to go street perform. I went down to the Roxy Theater around 4 o'clock. I had to go pick up tickets for the November 2nd show. And yeah, it's going to be lit, man. And Ariel's Entertainment Podcast, arielent.com. Hope you guys are loving the theme song. A lot of announcements right now. I'm telling you guys, we're blowing up right now. Here we go. Let's go. Buckle up. Yeah. All right. Welcome, best friends. Welcome, listeners all around the world. It's your boy, Rico Suave, Latino Heat, the most electrifying podcaster in the world. Here we go. My goodness. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. See? We're going to get straight into it. We got an amazing guest today. We have an amazing guest today. The most incredible guest today. Guys, he is a CEO. He is a barber. And he's got a barbershop called Benter Barber. Here we go. Let's bring him in. The incredible Dane Vickers. Yeah.
Yo, peace and love, peace and light to wherever you are. Peace and love to you and yours. What's up? Welcome, greetings from the Mile High City, the best city out here. We're in Denver, Colorado. Just want to, say thanks to Ariel for showing love, inviting the kid out to just come share some space and time with you all. So obviously y'all can feel the energy. The energy got me feeling, really just enthused, activated. I'm charged right now. So I'm grateful to be here to share this time and space with you, bro. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Big love.
Big love. That's what it's all about right there. Hope everybody took notes right there. Big love right there. Guys, Dane Vickers is on the show. I hope you guys, my goodness, this is so awesome. I've been counting down the days for this one. Before we get into our amazing guests, I got to do a quick announcement. Arielent.com is the best way to support the website. Arielent.com is the best way to support the website. Photography, my merchandise, my music, my podcast, my salsa. Yo, Dave, when I come through wherever I meet you, bro, I'm going to hook you up with my salsa, bro. I got like 8 left. I got to make a new batch. It sells out fast. I got 3 people that want to buy it here tomorrow when I go to work. So yeah, I'll bring, yeah, dude, you already know. All right, guys, thank you so much. Arielent.com, YouTube as well. Support on YouTube as well. Just type in arielent.com into the search engine. Ariel's Entertainment Podcast, 2-3 episodes a week, 5-star review on Apple, Spotify. Woo, man. I got this mesmerized all good right now, guys. So thank you so much for all the support. Truly means the world to me. Let's think what else. That's all about it. Tuesday, October 10th right now. Thank you guys for liking everything, commenting, checking out all the podcasts, the content. Guys, we got 300 downloads. I looked yesterday on Sunday. We had 300 downloads. I couldn't believe it on the audio side. We had 300 downloads, bro, in 1 week. My goodness. All right, here we go. This is the prayer of the day. It goes like this. Thank you, God, our guardian dear, to whom God love commits us here. Ever this day and night be at our side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. Thank you, God, for having Dane on the show. Thank you, God, for all the millions and millions of listeners tuning in right now. And thank you, God, praise God, glory to God, for our lives, family, and for amazing health. Praise God. Amen. All right, let's bring our guest right now back in. Dane, yo, can you please tell us a little bit who you are and a little bit what you do and how we can support you, please? Yeah,
of course. I got you. Thank you for leading us in prayer and starting off our ceremony nice and proper. I appreciate that. My name is Dane Vickers. I'm a Denver native. I was born and raised right here where I'm coming to you from in Wheat Ridge, Colorado. For those who don't know, Wheat Ridge is the town immediately to the west of the city. So that's where I'm born and raised. This is my Instagram page right here. Those 2 beautiful boys right there. That's my children. Those are of my creation. And I thought I created something cool when I made some barbershops and stuff, but nah, that's the coolest thing I've ever been partner in creation of. So that's Matic, that's Soul, that's my family. Those are my young boys. That's the future right there. And please believe my partner Giselle and I are working to raise these boys right. So all you people out there that are getting older and they understand the youth are going to rule the world one day, them youth right there, we're building them up right to be respectful of women, to be men of faith, to understand the values of family. And they're going to be great leaders for our country and for our fellow people one day. So all you out there that are watching this, keep your eyes out for Matic and Soul. All right. Next, gosh, we met through a mutual friend who's a barber, which is a common story and common theme in my life. We just, as barbers, we always just say, you know, we know a guy, I know a guy, I know a girl, I know somebody for this, I got somebody for that. And that's just what it is. So thankful for the connection and the power of barbering, the world's second oldest craft, for allowing me this chance to connect today and be here now in this space. I could keep going, bro. I know we had talked a little bit briefly. You want me to keep going on this list, or you got?
Hey, man.
How you felt?
Yeah, keep going. This show is all about you. Whatever you want to talk about.
Okay.
I got your other credentials right here. I'll bring them right up.
Yeah, cool. So I mean, so some of the questions I've been asked and been asked lately is what I like about being a barber and being a instructor. One person called me a professor today, and that's not a common term used for someone who educates. But when I educate at Emily Griffith Technical College, it's a college, and at college you call people professors. So these are my roles, right? I'm a partner, I'm a father, I'm a barber. Beyond that, I'm a shop owner. I'm a manager of my shop, and then I also am an educator slash professor at Emily Griffith Technical College. I teach night school, so for a lot of us that get it and work all day, we have to go get our schooling at night and have to do podcasts at night, like we're doing right now. Like,
I'm talking about.
yeah, it don't stop. It just don't
It
stop.
don't stop.
Just
And then you know
because
what? I love it. I love it though.
I love it. Oh, me too. Me too. I love this. Like I could be anywhere I want to be right now, right? I'm choosing to be here, and this is the place that I want to be, and I love it. So, Ariel, again, bro, thank you for having me out.
Bro, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's
Yeah,
super grateful.
my favorite influences too. Like I asked this recently, was my favorite influences right now currently are people that inspire me to be better. So gotta be number one. My partner, her name's Giselle. The way that she mothers is just so inspiring. She definitely got to be at the top of my list. Beyond that, my parents, my mom and my dad, mom and pops, if y'all watching, I love y'all. Thank y'all for creating me. Thank y'all for always supporting me. I couldn't be where I was at today without y'all. Y'all really instilled these values that struck me to my core and literally have led me to where I am today and are going to continue to lead not just me, but also my children and my family. So I'm grateful to my mom and my pops. Within the industry, the barbers that inspire me, my man Mikey Diamond, shout out Mikey Diamond one time. He's a barber at the barber shop. That's his chair actually right there on the screen on the far left. He's been hella inspirational to me lately. Same with another person at the shop, my homegirl Amanda, aka Chicken. She's just been doing some incredible work, and I just appreciate her so much for who she is, and it's just I'm so grateful for our friendship. Other influences outside of the state, I'll have to say, main one right now is my guy Michael Kelly down there in El Paso, Texas. Michael, if you get a chance to see this, I want to just shout you out. Some other barbers too that are inspiring me is my man JR out in Virginia Beach, Virginia. My man has steadily been a good influence and impact on my life, not just as a human, but as a father, as a barber, as a business owner. And then lastly, somebody who I've been spending a lot of time with is my man Jorge Sierra, aka G Wheels. My man has an incredible story about going from paralyzed to prosperous, and I just want to take a second to shout him out as an inspiration, because those folks right there, they've been my heart and soul and a large part of my my support team. That's Chicken right there. She's one of them. Also, shout out my whole team real quick. Shout out Chicken. Shout out Tyler. Shout out Darian. Everybody that rocks with the crew. Shout out Monty. Shout out Kylie, Mikey Diamond, Clever Maorga, Noah Blend. For those of y'all that are Nuggets fans, Broncos fans, Rapid fans, these barbers right here serve most of those people. So it's just, just to shout my team out and gas them up one time, because they're humble monsters, and none of these dudes are out here being like, yo, I cut Michael Porter, or I cut Kenny or whoever. They take it all, and they just are happy to serve ultimately, and that's how I feel too. I'm happy to be here, to be able to serve. Next, like I got asked also, what have I learned on my barber journey? And it's just what I'm saying. It's to serve. My purpose here behind the chair and in my community is to serve. I'm a servant. And I think a lot of people have this negative connotation with the word servant, and they think that servant is a bad thing, or they think that it belittles them, or it puts them in a negative light. To me, service is the rent we pay for our space here on earth. So with that mindset, I'm here to serve, and that is in any form or capacity that I can. So thank you for allowing me to serve your audience, and hopefully reach some new people tonight. And hopefully somebody can take something, whether it's a bit of knowledge, a bit of vibrations of positive frequency and energy, or whether it's something more personal, and y'all want to reach out and holler at me and connect directly. I'd love to connect. That's what I do, and just like this connection right here, this is what we're doing. We're connecting, we're building. So if y'all would like to connect, please don't be shy. Holler at your boy. All the info's right there. Instagram is the media source that I'm mostly in tune with, but yeah, please reach out if y'all want to connect. Looking forward to connecting. My connection with people, service, Next, advice for up and coming barbers. I would just tell you like this to the up and coming barbers, and I know I'm just going back to back, but this is how I spit it right now at this time of night. My brain's firing. I was at the barber school this morning at 7:30, going hard for 5 hours straight. Took a lunch break. Had to make some moves with the vehicle. Spent some time with my boys, my partner. Taught night school virtually from 5 to about 6:45, and then I jumped on this call. So it's all day, and it's every day. But I like this. This is what I built. I'm built for this. This is why I do this, right? And to up and coming barbers, I would tell you like this: if you're not ready to just give like 5 years to just really diving into this and really doing this, if you don't want to give 5 years, you probably should do something else. This is me being straight up with you and being 100% authentic with you. If you ain't ready to give 5 years, and think about it like this: how many other things have you given 5+ years to in your life? Right? Is it only schooling? Is it only a few relationships, like with family and loved ones? Have you had love relationships that were longer than that? You understand the effort that it takes to put in to get something out. And I'm such a firm believer and advocate of, you're going to get out what you put in. So if you don't want to put in nothing, don't expect nothing out. And if you want to put in your everything, then expect everything else to come back to you. So with barbering in particular, this is one of those crafts that, like, listen, if you slept 4 hours a night, that's 20 hours a day you could study barbering. That means in 50 days, by 20 hours a day, that's 1,000 hours, right? 50 days. You multiply that throughout the year, you could get to thousands of hours within your first year, but you've got to be really dedicated. Yep. The more hours you put in, there's no substitution for the hours. You put in the hours, your talent's going to go up. Your ability to run business is going to go up. Your ability to connect, your ability to serve, your techniques, your knowledge of skills, products, etc. They all are going to go up exponentially. Kobe Bryant I don't even like Kobe, so I got to make sure I let that be known. I don't like Kobe, no disrespect. However, he will put it to you like this: I get my first workout in at 5 a.m. My opponent's still sleeping. So now by 7, I'm done. By 8, I'm eating. By 10, I'm getting my second practice in. My opponent's waking up. It's now noon. I've finished my second practice. I put in 4 hours. My opponent's going to go do 2-hour afternoon sessions. He's going to get 4. I'm going to go do 2 3-hour afternoon sessions. So I'm going to get 6. So my 10 for the day versus his 4, it's exponential. After years, they never have a chance of catching up. So, it's something like that. If you're competitive in nature, compete with yourself, compete with your peers. Shoot, to me, it don't matter. I'm my own worst critic, and I'm toughest on myself. So because of that, I want to log the hours. I want to see, hey, if you put in 100 hours this week, what is the outcome going to be? What's the return on investment of time going to be? So I'm that dude. I put in the time, and I put in the effort. I put in the energy. There's no substitute for it. So to the up and coming barbers, if you really, really want to be about it, if you really want to be, and also I got to say this, within barbering, there's so many lanes and avenues that you could travel down. parkways, avenues, driveways, sidewalks, highways, overpasses, underpasses, tunnels. There's so many things that you could do within our industry. So whatever you're feeling, dive into that. Like if you're have a crazy inkling to do braids, go dive into it. For me, when I found my first love about barbering, it was strictly lineups. I wore number one all over, lined everything up. From
Yep.
lineups, I went to designs, and I just kept pouring myself into what was calling to me. And with time, new things begin to interest you. Once you get your 10,000 hours in mastery level at a certain technique or aspect of that craft, then you move forward and you start to explore more. So, like for me, at first, it was like this, all straight razors. I wanted to do all my crisp lines. As always, I use my For the Love razors because I do this for the love. After that, it was all about my clippers and my trimmers.
Right.
When somebody was calling, I was picking up the clippers to go give them a cut.
Yep.
Next after that, it was like, I don't know how to cut any long hair. So I learned how to use my scissor. Once I learned how to use my scissor, a whole new level of clientele opened up to me. And it just kept going, right? Like, what's the next tool that I can learn how to use? Is it color? Is it chemical services? And the list goes on. Because right now, like, I'm licensed to do SMP, which if you're not familiar with, it's called scalp micropigmentation. It's like tattooing small little mimic hair follicles to make your hair appear more full, right? It's a cosmetic procedure. A lot of people haven't even heard of it yet or aren't even privy to it yet. Beyond that, they got hair transplants. I'm not qualified to do that, but I see it being done. We have hair units, which are glued or taped to the head to make sure that you can still have hair on top of your head if you want it. A comparable one would be like a wig. So this is just an industry where you also need to remain forever studious. You can never know it all about barbering. So up and coming barbers, here's my advice. 2 words, 3 words. Remain forever studious. Do not think you can know it all because you just simply can't. There's too much knowledge. So that would be my advice to y'all. Next, my coolest accomplishment. I'm not really sure. I feel like my coolest accomplishment to this point in my life, to here and now, would have to be myself. I'm most proud of who I am and who Dane is at this current moment. I really
That's
just
great, man.
genuinely love myself, and I'm accomplishing what I want to within these walls and within these walls. And to me, like that's huge. Lately, when I've been seeing people out in public, they love to shout out that we just recently did a deal and got hired by Sprite to go represent Sprite as their main sponsor of 50 years of hip hop. And so they had us do a pop-up barbershop out front of crypto.com arena in LA. And we popped up for the Erykah Badu and Mos Def show, and we got to do some haircuts on top of a Sprite boombox container, and it's all in ode to hip hop, 50 years of hip hop, and I'm a big hip hop head, so that was just a cool moment for me. A lot of people, I think that it was a lot bigger because of the brand affiliation with Sprite, but to me, I don't even drink Sprite. You know what I mean? Like I don't even drink soda. I don't drink pop. So for me, some people have been telling me like, yo, you're doing so good. It's so cool to see, you working with these people and those people because they like that. But for me right now, like, yo, the biggest accomplishment in my life right now is myself. And that's where my work is focused right now, because I know when my cup is full, I'm ready to fill other cups. I'm ready to pour into other people. And my community, my village, my family, they need me to have my cup full so they need me to have my cup runneth over so I can fill their cups, and that's the season I'm in right now. So, yeah, man, I appreciate you too for asking some of these questions that I hadn't even really thought of for a second. I had to dig deep to be like, yo, where am I at? Where are you at, bro? Like, I like to use my name, like, Dane, where are you, bro? I'll look in the mirror right over here, like, Dane, where are you at, man? Like, where you at here? Where you at here? And sometimes we just need that reminder, and it could be from a familiar face or an unfamiliar face, right? I feel like our interactions have been nothing but on the strength, meaning that I got open trust towards this relationship, which allows me to speak freely. And when I can speak freely, my, my truth comes out. You feel me? So I'm grateful for you. Grateful for you for posing these questions and also being flexible with the time and making the time work. And the dates work and everything, bro. It takes work. It takes work to plan and coordinate things like this. So I got to give you your flowers too. So thank you for doing this. Thank you for having me. Thank you for being you. Thank you for creating this platform and sharing it and spreading the word of not just what you got going on, but local creators and artists and individuals. I love to see it, and I will always support people creating stuff like this. So just so you know, anytime you need some support or some love, I got you 100. Um, Last thing that you asked me was what was my favorite thing to do in my spare time. My absolute favorite thing to do for myself in my spare time is go dance to Pretty Lights music. If you're not familiar with Pretty Lights music, uh, check him out. He's a local cat. He's from Fort Collins. He's from Colorado. I'm always biased towards anything from Colorado, though. Being from Colorado, I will always support anything Colorado. So I'm biased, but I think that his music is the funnest music to go dance to, and I'm a big dancer. So my favorite thing to do in my spare time is to go dance.
Awesome, bro.
And that's me. That's me in a nutshell, bro. That's me in 27 minutes or however long it was, bro. That's your boy. So
That's my boy right there. Yo, quick question though. Quick question, man, because you
yeah.
know what? I feel like the open trust and stuff. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yo, I actually feel like I'm there next to you while you're just talking, bro, and I'm just hearing you, man. We're just, I'm just hearing you out, man. So that is super awesome. I love that you like the questions, and I have a couple more, but I'm gonna run it back real quick because I took notes, bro. I took notes of everything you said, man. So here we go, real quick. Wheat Ridge, originally from Wheat Ridge. That's awesome. Hometown. To your two boys, shout out Matic and Soul.
Yeah, man, Lil Matic. Sometimes he's dramatic, sometimes he's charismatic, But and then Soul, that's
Yeah.
my he just turned one last week. So yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, birthday, congrats, dude, and I wish you tons of success. And I really liked how you brought that up. Youth is the future. And the next thing we talked about was Caesar the Barber. The shout out. Thank you so much for Caesar the Barber. And then we talked about the college you're doing at Emily Griffin School. Yes, shout out to Emily Griffin School. And then we talked about how you're a shop owner, manager, professional, and then you do night school, and as you're a professor at night school. We talked about Giselle, the mother. Shout out to Giselle. Shout out to let's see here, for your parents, for supporting you and the values they put in you. That's legit. Shout out to, I think it's Mickey, Amanda, and Michael, JR, and G Wills. And yeah, dude. So I wrote all that down, and you're happy to serve, which is I'm all about too, dude. I'm all about serving. And you also talked about your cup is full, and it's all about filling others, and that's exactly right, bro. You should like for me, I see people like in autopilot. I like to, get them out of autopilot and go up to them and be like, "Yo, what's been the best part of your day today?" And they'll be like, "Whoa, I've never been asked that question." I'm like, yeah, that's right. So yeah, dude, I like I like what you said, man. That's legit. We're here to like encourage others, elevate others, uplift others for the community. So yeah, dude, you were killing it right there. You were talking my language right there. And then let's see. Jeez. Uh Dude, I think you said you told upcoming barbers, try to think about it. You're gonna be in the game at least 5 years. Just think about that, man. For me, I knew what my purpose is, and I didn't even think about how many years. I was like, this is just what I want to do for the rest of my life. I didn't even think about, oh, I need to be in at least 5 years to think if I'm gonna want it or not. No, I already knew what I want to do. So for five, I already knew. So I've been in this game for maybe the podcast game, maybe 2, 3 years, the music game over 3 years, and I love it. Okay, so and then what you like to do? Oh, shout out to Sprite. Yo, how do you not drink soda? I'm trying to quit. I'm trying to quit soda.
I mean, bro, I grew up in a household where my pops is a liquor sales rep, so he always was like, "Yo, smell this," and we were always disgusted. You know, as a youth, when you smell alcohol, at least for me and
Yeah.
my experience, it was just disgusting. I was like, "There's no way." Um, my parents, I mean, they drink mad juice and like water. Like being out here, and I think in the Mile High City too, it's just natural. Like when you don't drink enough water, you feel like I'm tired, my head this and
Oh yeah.
that. So yeah, so my go-to is water. Like I got you set up against my water bottle. You know what
I
I'm
know,
saying?
Doc.
So like I don't go. Yeah, I see you, bro. Like yeah. So the water bottle just stays steady on my hip. Other than that, I didn't have my first sip of coffee until I went to Europe as a 19-year-old,
Yeah.
and they're just like try it. So I try it, and I
Yep.
liked the whole like morning thing. It woke me up like
Yep.
here. It woke
Yep.
me up here. I was like, whoa, okay, I could check this out. And then occasionally now too, like I like to have like a whiskey or I'll have a beer with my pops or something like that. But other than that, like my beverage of choice is always water. I just drink my water. I also wrestled though in high school and college, so it's like if you know if you've done any of those things where you have to do drastic weight cutting, water is like the easiest weight to lose. So you lose it, right? And I think that somewhat to just be again blatantly honest, it was either could have been considered not necessarily as much an eating disorder, but a drinking disorder because you dehydrate yourself so much and it's traumatizing. And so some nights I'd wake up and have to go weigh myself and be like, okay, I could eat an ice cube and I can go back to bed. Not cool, like stuff like I know now better to where my children will never do nothing like that. But because of that, I feel like that's why I got to keep water by me steadily. So shout out to H2O one time because like that's my favorite drink. So I think when it comes to that, like, do I drink water or do I drink like a pop? Like, it's a no brainer. So I don't know, man. Like, I guess if you're asking for like my advice on how to help, bro, like just think about how we're majority water, our planet's majority water. That we're not dealing with no chemicals that are man made. The man-made chemicals oftentimes are the ones that like you open the show with. We could talk about whatever. The man-made things are what are killing the most people, and I don't rock with that stuff. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah. He went there.
Um,
He went there.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just saying, bro. I've been seeing some stuff that breaking my heart, and my heart is heavy today.
Yeah, man. You hit.
And especially seeing so many children. Yeah, it's that shit's been hitting me heavy today, and it's got me charged. And if it don't have you charged, then maybe you should reevaluate or tap in a little bit more to what's happening on our planet. Like people are hurting and people are dying and they don't need to be. And it's all from these man-made creations. And so let me take a deep breath. But yeah, so that's why I mess with water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Understand. I understand that now. I'm gonna do my very best. Some days I just like, man, I want a Slurpee. So I'll go get me a Slurpee, bro. A Coke Slurpee. It's so good. But yeah, and then there'll be some days where I'm like, no, I don't need it. I'm just gonna have my watermelon. And I just have my watermelon and then I say, yes, I'm glad I didn't have no soda. I get so happy that watermelon was so good. But dude, there'll be some times where I'll break and I'll be like, I need a Dr. Pepper right now. It happens. I'm not perfect, but that it like I don't eat no candy. I don't eat no desserts. I don't eat no ice cream. That's my weakness is a Dr. Pepper, bro, or a Slurpee.
I got you. My girl too, she just brought a pack of these cream soda Dr. Peppers, and I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't take a sip the other night. So, it's not like I'm perfect either. I'm not definitely not saying I'm perfect.
Dude,
But
yeah, I understand. That's like I do. I get me like a little like a liter, and then I'll take like a few drinks, maybe 5 drinks, and I'll be like, oh, I'm good, and then I'll put it back, dude. But yeah, I'm the same way, man. I could talk to you forever, Dane. Do you play video games?
I don't.
Yeah. Okay. And
Nah, bro. To be honest, my screen time is very minimal. It's to connect like this. I make calls. I connect with people. But like the TV at my house, like for those that are old enough or whatever, I still have a plasma. It weighs like Like my 39-inch plasma weighs more than like the 60, 75-inch
Dude,
TVs. You know, they're
oh,
so heavy.
oh no, I know they're
Yeah,
heavy as heck.
heavy, bro. Yeah,
Heavy.
yeah.
Well, I don't want to
So
talk about that because my brother has the same thing. And when we bought our house together, dude, we had to bring his that heavy ass TV. I was like, bro, get rid of this. And he's like, no, I'm keeping it. Let's help me up
yeah,
taking it. I'm like, dude, I'm like, we got to get more people to take this. Dude, I can't help you with this, bro.
no doubt. So
Ah!
the only thing really, bro, that I'm watching on TV is music videos. I love music videos, bro. Like that's YouTube is the only thing I pay. YouTube and SoundCloud are the two things I pay for subscriptions for because I don't like commercials. And yeah, man, YouTube and SoundCloud. I was in a car accident 6 years ago this last August, and it cost me the hearing in my left ear. I was like crossing the street, I got hit, my body went over the hood of the car, and I landed on like this side. And so my ear, it was bleeding, and our ears sometimes liquid can go into them, right? Like you're in the shower, you're in the ocean, whatever.
Yeah.
But when liquid comes out, my chief three sensory nerves or something like that got fried. So I lost the hearing in my left ear, and now I'm left with this thing called tinnitus. So it rings at like a high pitch volume. So always in the background, and I hope it's not too loud, but like in the background, my speaker always is playing my music because without that stimuli, my ear and that ringing, it's really distracting. You know what I mean? So yeah, so YouTube and SoundCloud, they're kind of like my saving grace, where I always have my jams. I love music. I just love music, so I always got something playing. And I got to be conscious of it though too, because with my partner, sometimes she doesn't want the stimuli, so I got to find something that's like in the middle, that's not too up, not too down, easy listening, but it does enough for me to help me focus and not focus on this ringing. Because she's like, yo, I've never been around somebody that listens to music 24/7, and I'm like, well, like it's wild, But with partnership, we compromise,
Oh
So
yeah, of course, of course. You guys adapt, you compromise. I gotta make my way out there to Wheat Ridge, man. Out there at to come out there and to the shop, introduce myself in person. I got the address right here. Let me go back to home. Guys, go to
yeah,
banterbarber.co, banterbarber.co. Make your booking. 6190 West 38th Ave, Wheat Ridge, Colorado. I need to come out there, bro. And when I come out there, I will bring some salsa. That's for sure. Dude, thank you so much. And we got the link tree as well at Dane Vickers, CEO Barber at Benter Barber. I already told you guys the address. Check out the links and then his Instagram handle. I forgot what that was. I got it right here. Don't trip.
oh,
There.
right there, just at Dane Vickers. Yep.
Woo! Man, I had it. I had it right there at Dane Vickers, right there at DaneVickers. Okay, Dane Vickers on the Instagram. Like, comment, share, save, follow. Like, comment, share, save, and follow. That's what it is, bro. I forgot your YouTube right here. I'm about to subscribe to it. Give me just a second, guys. Go subscribe.
Yeah, thank you.
His YouTube, Dane Vickers of Venter Barber for the love. Dane Vic Hairs at Dane Vic Hairs. We're gonna subscribe. Boom. We just subscribe, bro. That's how we do it. Dude, I appreciate you coming on the show. We got 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. I got one last question to ask, maybe two. We'll ask real quick. If you hear music in the background, That's the background music. But here we go, real quick, bro. What are you focusing right now?
Uh, right now,
Yeah, like what are you
the
focusing
focus.
right now on your barber shop? Anything you're working on?
Yeah, main focal points right now are getting the calendar organized for 2024. If you're not planning out your 2024 already, you're already behind, right? So the rest of this year is already pretty much accounted for as far as bookings go, as far as events, weekends, everything. It's all pretty much planned out. If you're not planning out a year, you're not I don't think utilizing your planner well enough. Because my roles and the hats that I wear, it's enough to fill up any empty schedule or a planner. So I'm working on 2024. For myself, I work with a group of very talented individuals from very varied fields, from videography, photography, media, content creation, barbering, etc. And our goal this next year is to make a cover of there's one barber publication. It's called Barber Evo.
Yeah.
This year I got my first feature in that magazine,
Yeah.
and so did a lot of my teammates. But this next year we want to hit the cover. So personal goal is to get on the cover of this Barber Evo magazine, and you know that's just that's one of them. The focal point is within that group. I'm one of the outside of the CEO of that company. I'm 1/3 of the leadership team. So the leadership team and I there, we're just really building to make an impact this next year. Next focal point and foremost focal point always is on myself, and then beyond myself is my nest.
Beautiful. I got that right here. Barber Evo, or you said Barber Evo, and then
Yeah, Barber Evo. Yep.
whew, man, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Yes, I wish you tons of success. Last second here, DJ, drop the music. Last question. Anybody going through a tough time? What would you tell them? Anybody going through a tough time listening right now? What would you tell them?
I would tell them this, yo. A key word there: through. Going through a tough time. One of my mentors told me, he says, Dane, you got to go through it to get to it. Whatever you're going through, if you didn't have to go through that, you're not going to get to that thing that item, that relationship, that quality of life, whatever it may be, that freedom that you're seeking. You're not going to get that if you don't go through this. So if you're going through it, just know you're going through it to get to it. That's what I would tell them.
Through it to get to it. 2024. If you're not booking right now, what's wrong with you? And I'm so glad you said that. I got my first booking in January 5th at the Denver Art Society Museum. I'll be playing there, bro. So I'm so glad you said that. Wow, that made me so happy. Dude.